We bought the mics, stat books for stands, topped up the name, made matching bands, new logo draft, new color scheme, 12 months in, still building the dream. This is a podcast, it took too long, did a song done but the show fell wrong, got the trail, got the gear.
All right, guys, this is the podcast at last. This is the children's edition.
Woo.
Some of you guys are dealing with kids in your house and you guys don't know what to do. You guys are at wit's end. I am a mental health counselor. I've been working with kids for the last 8 years. Through that time, I have also started understanding a little bit more about some of the inner turmoil that might be going on in kids, and also try to help with the emotional regulation side of it. I'm joined with my wife, who is also excellent, super duper, and amazingly cute, and she's smart. So she's got some insight too about early childhood development, educating, and also trying to get just a classic all-around special kid to develop, grow, and explore the world safely. And right now, a lot of you are in that stage of life where your kid is winning battles in your home that they shouldn't. All right, and so we want to talk a little bit more about how we can get inside of our own situation in our home, because the kids are winning battles that they shouldn't. And I think parents are the problem. Parents are giving up, and they don't know how to really protect and also kind of hold the wall a little bit. They kind of just melt at some of the anguish of the child not liking me.
Yeah, I sort of say, let's start out with talking about maybe why are the parents at that stage? Like, what is it that they're hoping for? What is it that they're wanting to happen when they're giving up this ground or giving in too much? What kinds of things are they wanting?
Well, I mean, from what I know in my experience, and I've had my throws with this, but most parents now just want a peaceful ending, right? Because most kids threaten so many things to parents that they're not ready or prepared for the result of their own ability to discipline, right? So parents get nervous at their own actions. If they take away the phone, they're guilty about the kid not having the phone before the child even realizes that it was something of a better, factor happening, that the parent did it. They give the phone back and the kid's like, great. Well, each time you do that, the child has won a battle in the home or in this process of growing that has changed the way they approach you.
I think parents want to be good providers, and that kind of gets blurred a little bit with what it is that they feel like they need to provide. So we want to provide safety and great education and great opportunities, but also
it's not. I don't have to give you a cell phone.
Right. Also, we don't have to provide constant entertainment or the ability to go anywhere and do anything that they want to, or hang around with, or talk to anybody, for instance, because it's not always good for them.
I mean, I think parents really think their job is to help their kids' social world and help their social life more than their character, so to speak, because they let these kids be anything they want to be, from a furry bunny to a dum-dum. They don't really worry about how much of their character displays. They're just worried about how they're perceived amongst their friends, right? And if they're socially in step with them, they more are concerned with if their kids are socially in step, meaning they're not frowned upon, they're not left out. Their kid doesn't have to experience anything bad, because they don't want that to be something that they can't maintain.
Good parent is like in today's day and age with all the stuff going on. That's a good
you leave your home as a young person when you go off to whatever you're going to live at 18, 19, and you have this set notion that you're not going to be about anything about the people that you left behind. You are just not going to be them. You've had enough of that, and you've dealt with all these sad moments when you're growing up. And so you said, when I have my kid, I'm not going to do this. So you make a vow in those days to give your kid what you didn't get. And that's the biggest problem, because what you were afraid to receive was discipline, right? That's what you were afraid always, the parent coming down on you, making it harder. You don't want the parent making it harder. But the discipline is in the act of love, right? This is loving you to discipline you. It's in the Bible where we're talking about corrections, right? To make your life a little bit more suitable for other people. I mean, just think about it. You're living your life to really be in concert with others. If you're married, you're living your life to be a better person for your spouse. If you're a father, you're living your life to be a better father. But if you walked out of your house as a young man and said, I'm going to give my kid everything he wants, did you really help him? Did you really help him by giving him everything he wants?
Part of that whole, we've had a lot of kids already. Out of our 10, we've only got one that hasn't been through the age of getting old enough to launch and has already gone on to have their own home and family, some of them as well. So one of the things that happens at that age is that they are supposed to be feeling more independent and feeling more, looking at their own situation, examining and seeing what it is they like and don't like, and they're supposed to feel determined to launch out onto their own. Otherwise, they do live with you forever in your basement playing video games, maybe.
Well, a lot of people are dealing with that real reality.
It is.
And the problem is parents have turned into wimps, and your pocketbooks have become your brains. And based on what you can buy them, you perceive that as love returned. But those checks come back void. Your kid is giving out money or fake money to you, and it's worthless. Fake love to you, only honoring you when they're in the mall, and then turning their backs on you when they get outside or back in the home. There's kids out there right now. I can pull up an article about kids stabbing their parents over video games and things like that, and yelling at them and arguing and doing all sorts of things over items that their parents gave them. And so this is a problem. Most of the parents don't have a clear understanding of their role as the parent. You're not their friend. Yeah, our kids don't like us. So we're doing this right. They don't like us. Because we've had to say no. And they're not going to like you. It's okay if they don't like you. It's better that they understand your principles and not like you than to leave your house swearing to never be like you. Because let me tell you something. As you get older, you start to understand what the old method was, right? And even if you didn't like it, you start to understand why English lessons are important if you become a CEO at a company one day. You will understand why Ms. Johnson was so mean about commas, right? Once it's applicable to your life. But if your kid leaves home and doesn't like you, that's not the end of the world. That just means they didn't agree with your principles right then. But if they leave out of your house not respecting you and never wanting to be anything like you, then that means your method of teaching was false, fake, fabricated, nastily indulgent, purposeless, stupid, ignorant. What else we got? Well, that means you were teaching your kids something that you didn't practice, because the example that you were leading by in the home was absolutely torrid. And they picked up on it. You gave them so many bad experiences you can't undo. And now I'm the mean one. I'm not, but I'm just being real that parents need to kind of get this a little bit of. This is not in some manner of exercising extreme parental control in the form of narcissistic behavior.
No, we just happen to see a
Yeah.
lot of kids that their parents don't give the guidance, and we're not saying we've done it perfectly at all. I could bring every kid on here and they would give you all the problems that we had too, but we're just examining that because it is one of those things that we see happening, that people are just, the parents are not setting those boundaries. They're being giving, and they think that they're being loving, but it is causing those kids to not have the confidence that they need, first of all, to step out into the world. And they are not having a direction. Either it's hard enough to get a direction, oh man, when you're 18, if you don't already know what you've been wanting to do for the rest of your life.
You got to give them something. You got to give them something of integrity to model. And if it's gonna be anybody, it should be you. And the Bible says you have to let your yea be your yea and your no be your no. And in this case, this is what translates to kids the most. This is what they understand as love. Your confidence in your decision and your ability to parent and stand your ground is actually the model of improvement that they'll use in their life.
Boys and teens, I'm telling you, you're a single mom, dads might feel this too. James can attest to that, I'm sure. But I can tell you, as a single mom raising teenagers, I was really scared to put forth that final, that no, because if I said we cannot do this, that push, out of that push, I was scared to step up and say, no way. I know I wouldn't have admitted it to that I was scared. I wouldn't come across as like this really stern person, but I was scared that he would do all the things that all prayer kids won't do. I have a friend, a good friend, she's so scared. She has 2 kids. She is so, one of the things she's the most terrified about is that her kids will not talk to her someday. That they will leave because that's happened to her. It's a scary thought, but you know what? That is not where we go. That's not what we should use
Yeah,
as the guide. It should influence your thoughts. It should influence you.
Yeah, you gotta be your own best judgment. You have to give yourself some credit. And that's what we want to work on now. This is a step, all right? So this is a step in your decision making about what you're going to allow and what you won't allow. Now, these rules that you set are only good if you follow them yourself. So we got to make sure that we are in tune. And this takes some introspection. You got to do a moment of introspection with yourself and say, what am I really wanting to create? What am I really wanting to get the message? What is the message of my madness? What am I doing? So that way, if someone is not interpreting it correctly, now's the time to tweak it, right? Just like the show when the cast member is all of a sudden gone and the new guy is playing the same role, it takes a minute, like that's not the guy. Remember when they switched the Lone Ranger and it was a different Lone Ranger, but it was still 70 years the old Lone Ranger because there were contract disputes. But people kept watching it. Well, that just means the show can go. Right? One monkey don't stop the show. But you keep going, right? You keep going and you alter, you change, you switch, you make improvements on the fly. Just like any good sports team, when they're down by a certain point, they alternate, they switch, they come up with a new game plan. Parents, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay to stand your ground, and also it's okay to talk with yourself and give yourself that boost of confidence to stand your ground. If you have to give yourself affirmational treatment and say, I'm better when I'm stronger. I'm better when I'm stronger. I'm better when I'm stronger.
Right. And you know what else? It's also okay to go to your kids and say, you know what? It's time to change some things up. This hasn't been working. Obviously, we're not going in the direction that is the best for anybody. So it's time to change things up and tell them, I think I've made some mistakes. We're going to give it a second, and we're going to be talking about some things that are going to change.
Yeah.
And then change it.
And then
It's
change
okay.
it. And then change it. I mean, if you were a CEO in your company, that's what all your board meetings are about. They're about saving costs and producing good product so the community buys it.
Right.
In your house, that's the same thing. Are you buying your own product? Are you using your own product? Or is your product inferior? You got to check it out. All right? This is the podcast at last. And this is how we do it. Medicine Cabinet. Look for it. I'm James.
And I'm Alyssa.
All right? We'll take this on into the next day and hope you guys all have a wonderful evening. And we look for you again, okay?
We bought the
Here, podcast
mics,
at last.
stat books for stands.
Thanks, guys.
Topped up the name, made matching bands. New logo draft, new color scheme. 12 months in, still building the dream.